So we're doing a recon mission here, old school mission, and it's the Grey Knights versus the Blood Angels. And basically the rules here is 18-inch deployment from the table. No enemy models can be within 24 inches of each other. Game ends on turn 6. The objective is to have we modified it a little bit for our victory point ladder, but you have to have a model above 50% strength in the deployment zone of your opponent on turn 6. Any unit that you have of such is worth an objective point. So the player who has the most objective points is the victor of the game. And that's pretty much it. They each took turns deploying per the rules of the deployment, and that's about all. So we have a second table here set up, and this one is a breakout mission. The attacker is in the center, 12-inch deployment, and the defender is going to be positioned on both short edges, 12 inches of deployment. And the goal is for the attacker to get all of his forces across one of the short edges. And for each unit that he manages to do that will count as an objective. Pretty much it's pretty simple. Just gotta get the guys across the table, and that's about it. I don't remember how many rounds this one goes for. I think it's random length, but we'll go from there. So I got my nice little pointer out. We got Devastator squad there, 10-man tactical with HQ. Snipers up there, we got Dread there, another 10-man tactical squad. Inside we got the Land Raider Redeemer, or Crusader? Crusader. And there's a 5-man Terminator squad inside. And then behind that is another 10-man tactical squad. Got Deafy over there. Is that Big Pinch or Little Pinch?
Little Pinch.
That's Little Pinch. Some chaos guys getting stashed in the corner.
Here, then a dev squad right there.
Okay, so a tactical and a dev, and we still have to figure out what gets placed over here. The one thing about breakout mission is that the defender has to deploy half of his army on both sides, one half, and then after the final deployment of those halves, if he has any elites, he can choose to deploy those anywhere he wants on the two halves. So I think this table looks pretty good. We got some dirt roads in here and trees, craters. Now the ruling that we do with the craters is that if you're inside the crater, you get your 4+ cover save, but if you're on the outside of it, you don't. The theory that the craters go down, not up. And that's about all. Let's see what's going on the other table. Drop high dread, fast attack, tactical. Another Land Raider, looks like a Crusader.
4 wounds.
Speeder over there in the back, right over there. And Devastator squad over there. And I really don't know much about the Grey Knights. We got our Storm Raven there, looks like our Razor, some guys, another Dread, some other guys over there. Elites and HQ is inside here.
Done, unfortunately.
So that was the top of one?
That was the top of one. What happened is I destroyed one of his Razors over there.
Oh really? Is that what the CD is?
And it blew up and it killed one of the guys inside of there. I killed 2 of his Irrigation squad over there. And then that's everything kind of moved up except for them, because they shot, these are the guys who shot crack missile, which destroyed the Razor. So
okay, so crack missile is what popped it up. Oh, I should also note, as you just saw here, that the Storm Raven went on top of the trainer. We don't treat the flat top here as the flat top terrain as difficult terrain. We just use it for blocking line of sight. So in case you're questioning that ruling, that's just the way how we've been playing it since we started. And the only time when we want to have something to be a difficult terrain, we discuss that beforehand. So just to let you folks know that. That's about all. Bottom of 1 for the Grey Knights and Blood Angels. So a recap on what happened during round one. The Grey Knights, they took out the fast attack over there. The HQ with the mighty hammer just did way too much damage with the power weapons for the fast attack to sustain. Looks like the speeder moved up over onto the hill here, and Devastator squad still moving forward. Niner moved forward a little bit more. Looks like you're getting hungry for the dread here. And tactical squad's moving up. You're gonna try to do something, huh? And the dread and the Grey Knights are locked in combat. The dread is down to 1 attack because he's immobile, and the Grey Knights couldn't score 6 to hit. So that's about all.
When you get the recording, I got a question.
You can ask a question.
Alright, I keep on forgetting this, but even though they move 6 inches, I can still rapid fire, right? Because it's within 12?
Correct.
Alright.
Yep.
So those two can't rapid fire. There's them two, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Remember, you can always, after movement, do a rapid fire. It's just you couldn't do your 24-inch rifle shot if you moved.
Last edition you couldn't rapid fire if you moved.
That's the last edition. Don't forget, though, that your missile launcher dude has a pistol.
I know. Pistol for the missile launcher and pistol from the sergeant.
Okay.
I set those aside, and the flamer only hit one guy.
The flamer only hit one guy?
Yeah, that was for one flame.
You actually had range?
One? Yeah, look. See, look. Burn.
Wow. Okay. Alright.
Can't really do much anything else but burn him, but I burned him.
So that's about all. Wrap up for the round one. They're into round two. All those dice. No. So the Marines have managed to kill Little Pinch, blew him up. Got a raider up over on the crater here. The Terminators have not popped out of the Land Raider. Troops move forward onto the forest. We got some Devastators in the crater. Looks like you're going to be doing a little pissing contest with those guys. Dread move forward, tactical forward. Tactical moving into the other bunker, and the snipers are sitting dandy on the rocks there.
You killed one with the melted shock and the dreadnought. You took out two with with a rending sniper shot. You took out a raptor. A raptor just fell from a regular into them, and then the multi-melta took out another raptor.
Oh. So did you have to do a pinning test against the sniper shot then?
Oh, wow. He didn't know the rules, and I first snipers in a while. So.
Snipers. Pass. No pinning. No pinning. That would have sucked.
You guys have done leadership.
Well, you never know. I just, you got 11 and 12 to still roll.
Okay, shooting phase.
So, really not too much to report here. Nothing really died. But we'll be back for more.
One attack. Force a hit. Hits.
No, I don't get hammering.
So we're wrapping up bottom of 2 here. Tactical Squadron got wiped out from the Grey Knights. A lot of power weapon attacks again. That dread's still sitting good. We lost a speeder over here for the Blood Angels. And
One safe.
they're doing...
One regular guy is going to
Yep. And then I get one attack with strength 8. Hits. 19, 11, 12.
So front.
Yeah, it's good. Can't move or shoot.
That's pretty much where he's at right now.
I can't move or shoot again. Oh, what will I ever do?
And they ignore the
No.
stun walkers do.
He ignores stuff. It's the other ones that I have that ignore 1 and 2. Unfortunately, I'm not fielding them. I wish I was. That'd be hilarious.
So that's pretty much the wrap up of bottom of 2 already.
Yes.
On to turn 3.
Yes.
And just a recap of the mission. They have to end turn 6 with some full squad units. Not full squads, but above 50%. And the way how vehicles are count is that if you have them damaged, they're half their points. So a scratched vehicle on the deployment zones would not count. And my finger got in the screen there. Alright, so anyways, back for more. My fingers, my stubby fingers. So we're at the bottom of round 1, and there's already some heavy casualties on the Marine side as well. The Raptor squad, Assault Tactical Squad, took them out. Well, there's still one guy, 2 guys still alive in there, 3 guys. And that's about all, but that's a retaliation against them losing Little Pinch over in the other corner.
That's right, we lashed.
So they're back into top of turn 2. So we'll see what happens. I like this table. I like the way how it looks. Oops, where's my mic? My mic.
And I moved them, so they have line of sight on nobody. And no one
Defensive weapons, anything at strength 4 can shoot.
Yeah, but what if he could only shoot with the power of the machine spirit?
Well, then he'd only choose one weapon.
Okay, then you don't get to shoot your defensive weapons, so the storm bolter can.
I mean, he could shoot the storm bolters if he wanted, but you only get to choose one gun with the spirit of the machine.
Yeah, that's why I moved 12 and I only picked the one weapon to shoot.
Yeah. So for the top of 3, the Land Raider moved forward, the Marines popped out in the Terminator armor, did a crap load of shooting at those guys there.
No one has line of sight on them. No.
And the Dread and the Grey Knights are still locked in combat over there. Grey Knight Dread is still alive over there. Purifiers, I think, they're moving forward. And that's about all. So this is the bottom 3 here. So we got a major upset. We got a Land Raider that's been turned over like a turtle. Purifiers have attacked the Devastators.
Yeah, which is
Purgation squad.
Purgation Squad.
was not good for the purgation squad.
I got 1 power up and then
Doesn't
sergeant.
Don't matter at that point. So let's do that mess over there first.
And we got multi-assault going on over here.
Good to go, hammer wheel.
I didn't hit anybody.
Minus
5 cracked and 18 and 6s. 1. It's cracking and strength 6, right?
storm bolter shots.
Yes.
And
It's
6.
6 to glance.
Wow.
2 shots.
3.
Becomes
-1.
yeah. But,
Put on the 1.
oh no,
Nothing happens.
nothing happened.
But we did get a grenade on him, finally.
Nope, my hammer does not hit.
4, so you did 2. And these are split strength 4.
Okay, so I've got initiative 6 over here first. Intelligence. Oh, you're going to do hammer hand.
Darn those halibers.
This one's going to do hammer hand.
I do not like the halibers. They're my nemesis for my Dark Eldar. So there was a little bit of a pissing contest still here between the Devastator squads and these guys here with plasma guns.
He failed. He overheated.
Overheated?
The one that got 4 guys, he overheated. He didn't do the roll for overheat.
Oh, but he didn't die.
No, he didn't die. He's safe.
That's lucky.
Alright, so snipers are going to shoot at
These guys, they moved from about around here, now they're to here.
snipers. Are going to shoot at those guys.
Yeah, you're within 3 feet.
4+ cover save to the chaos, yay! I guess you don't really need to worry about that unless it's a rending.
What's the what?
If it's a rending hit.
Oh yeah, rending is the only trouble.
Gotta show you these custom made tank traps. I think they're pretty cool. They're just made out of sprue Brits, put on a, what's that? Is that plastic base or is that
Plastic
some
base.
kind of
Just hole punched
balsa
out.
wood or something?
No, plastic base punched out with a 3-axis router.
But that turned out pretty good. Just with sprues.
4s with these guys, right?
Here's some other ones. Make sure my cord doesn't knock any units over.
Alright, the white guy, the white one's the sergeant.
But that's pretty nifty. Snipers are shooting at some guys.
4+.
These snipers here.
Oh my gosh.
Shooting these guys here. Nothing happened. Shooting blanks.
No, they haven't.
Alright, so the results here for the multi-assault is that they're still locked in combat. Equal amount of deaths. We got the Blood Angels Chaplain and a autocannon Dread still Terminator. And then we got the Grey Knights HQ and all those guys. I'm sorry, I just do not know their names. But they're still locked in combat. That was pretty impressive. For the amount of attacks that went against the Blood Angels, and they're still kicking, so that's really impressive. Do your Devastator squad got preferred enemy? Oh.
Justice Guard's got 2 attacks, 4 hits, 1.
So we're moving on to the bottom of 5 for the Blood Angels versus Grey Knights. And you can kind of see here that the Blood Angels are taking heavy casualties. The only thing that's still kicking is the immobilized drop pod and a Devastator squad over here. You still have 3 guys though for the Devastator squad.
They're still above half.
So they can still score points possibly. The game doesn't end on turn 6, so we'll see what happens. And those are 2 scoring models there, the Storm Raven and the Razor. Or has the Razor been scratched at all?
Nope.
No? Okay.
And this other squad with the helper gun is also a scoring unit one makes it here. Across the imaginary line.
That unit's still above 50?
Yep.
Okay.
They still have 6 guys.
See, right now they're a scoring unit. Just have to make it there.
Just gotta make it there on turn 6 and survive. So there is still a chance for the Blood Angels to score 100 bonus victory points.
Oh, everything is.
And the Grey Knights will score potentially 3 bonus victory points and their difference in the amount of victory points. Oh. My mic was down at the bottom. Anyways, recap what happened here, folks. We're moving on to top of 6. We got 1 immobilized drop pod.
I'm done.
No scoring units left?
I'm done.
No scoring units left for the Blood Angels. So it's pretty much auto end for the Grey Knights now, but they'll finish off the 6 and then go on from there. I think the VIP though for the Blood Angels this time around was the Dreadnought, surviving nearly 4 rounds of close combat.
Bottom of 6 now.
And took a hammer to blow them up at the end. The Blood Angels Terminators, they did pretty good. They took 2 rounds of close combat, didn't they, with the multi-assault? So that was pretty decent. The Terminators weeded the Grey Knights down effectively.
300 points for you.
That Dread over there is immobile. So more to come after that.
You drop your guys off and attempt to multi-assault maybe?
So we're on turn 3.
And do a machine spirit as well. Machine spirit attack.
You can only do machine sword attack if you moving. Yeah, you can move 12 and still shoot a main gun. Okay, so
We're at 3.
So those assaults, my other assaults ended over there and ended badly on his turns. We shot up that dreadnought, blew it up with my Havoc squad way over there.
Havoc squad.
Took some shots at this Devastator squad. He lost
So 1 guy left.
And then we joined together to form a new assault, so we didn't need to attack this dreadnought. So the Raptors and the Sorcerer on bike ripped the pieces of that tactical squad.
So really the one choice is that start running those snipers and haul ass.
Yeah.
So
we shot in from with these chosen their plasma guns and this regular tactical squad shot into that tactical squad and captain beat the crap out of them with a gun.
okay. And that's what we got going on there. And yeah, the Grey Knights, they did win on the other table. So our setup here for our game going, we got Blood Angels versus Dark Eldar, 1,500 points. Here's my 1,500 points. I got 3 tactical squads, 3 warriors, 2 on foot, 1 in the vehicle. I have 3 Ravengers, and then I have another Raider with a 10-man incubi in it. And then I have a crafted Crew of the Vile with the current codex stuff. Still working on that as far as for point expenditures for the model. Bloodlust for the fast attack. That's not nice. So Dark Eldar get to go first. It is Dawn of War, total annihilation, and go from there. We're fighting at night. If we can remember that we're fighting at night.
Just for the first round, though.
Yeah, right. First round. Even then, we still forget. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down. So for the top of the one for the Dark Eldar with night vision, we actually remembered to use it. This raider here went not flat out, moved 6 and shot the blaster inside. That troop there moved 6, ran 6. That one went flat out. The other troop there moved 6 and then ran 3. The Ravengers, they all shot at the Land Raider. 2 of them took the second one to explode, and then the third Ravenger shot at the units inside, taking out 1 unit. And that is it. So bottom of 1 for the Blood Angels. So my Raider that went flat out, that had my Crew of the Vile and Incubi's in, got wrecked, and then the troops got out and got shot the living hell out of them. I lost that many from 10 units. So I passed my leadership though. And now we got this vehicle being assaulted by the enraged fast attack with their strength 5 assault. So we're getting into the assault phase of top of 2. Move those guys all forward and then just rapid fire the fast attack and the Terminator squads. The Vile and the upgrade for the Incubi shot Bloodstone and the Damnation grenades and killed 4, and they failed their leadership, so they are falling back, which I didn't really want them to fail their leadership because now I'm going to be in the open. Alright, well anyways, more to come. The Vile and the Incubi were wiped out by the Heavy Devastator squad, the Uber Devastator squad. Well, they're a little shy of their uberness, but they still wiped them out. All AP2 hits with instant death. And now we're having the Terminator shoot that 1 pink squad right there. Not much happened for my top of 3. I shot all my lances at the Terminators and killed them all but the Chaplain. I moved and then ran my 1 squad, but they were out of range for the Chaplain to assault. We're still locked in combat there. Oh, we didn't do our combat. And that is about it. Right now, the Blood Angels are sitting with a bonus 250 points because they did kill my HQ. And they're still holding their 250 bonus for their other HQ remaining alive. So we'll go on from there. So we may have missed a round of recording, but we're at the bottom of 6. And we're got a down Ravenger, but still got guns. Another Ravenger is still there. I got 1 squad leader still sitting there hiding out, and I got another Ravenger there. Everything else of mine has been wiped out. For the Blood Angels, we got 1 drop pod, 2 Devastator squads, and a tactical squad over there that had fallen back. And so we'll see what happens here at the bottom 6. So the game ended on turn 6, and I lost another Ravenger to mobilization. So it came to a difference of 170 points in my favor, and that is it. So the Dark Eldar won in this one, but not by much. And that was a good game.
So we roll the 5 then because that was 10. Still 4 wins.
What's his armor save? 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2.
Save.
You only have 1.
But you didn't lose any, he didn't lose any technically because he activated Perils of War, which doesn't count for the assault. Even though it's during the assault phase.
It's your turn.
Bottom of 5.
That rhino's fine.
Tank shaft the assault.
He's gonna deploy his guys right next to me. Either that or you're gonna go.
Is recording the Terminator there?
Mm-hmm.
This one's fine too. Oh, I have to roll. They're gonna both pop smoke.
They have such big eyes.
Terminators, what big eyes you have. The better to see you with, my darling.
No, but I have the number back wrong.
Go 3 for the walker. 6.
Forgot about the fact.
Shooting. 2 of the glass cannon to them guys. The Devastators. Hits. Wounds.
Dead guy.
Hit dead guy.
It don't get no deader than dead.
In the squad.
I know I can get you from here. I know I can.
Plasma.
3 saves from the squad. And then
Plasma to the rear.
a Stormbolter. 1 hit, strength 5, saves the wound. So it's 4 saves
4 saves.
in the squad.
I didn't realize in the codex that a Devastator squad